Hi, I'm Scott Cullither, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of the global live brand storytelling agency, INVNT. My inspiration word is laugh. We've all been through difficult periods and times of crisis in our lives. This happens to be one that we're all going through together, when we're all responding to it differently. But I'm certain we would all agree that when we find a moment to laugh, the sun shines a little brighter on ourselves and everyone around us.
And I'm Kristina, the co-founder and COO of INVNT. My inspirational word is rise. I try to rise in the morning with a clear sense of myself, rise to meet the challenges before me, rise to achieve my goals, rise to support my family and our agency, especially during these times. And I rise to greet more positive days to come.
INVNT was founded in 2008 at the height of our last global recession. And despite our rocky beginnings, we now have 8 offices in 5 countries on 4 continents.
And that's why we're here today. We launched our business during a time of great uncertainty. Many questioned our decision to go out on our own at a time when the Marcom sector is typically the first in line for budget cuts and the last to bounce back.
But we implemented some key processes and practices from the very beginning that have enabled us to scale in a very sustainable way.
That's right. So we're sharing some of those with you today so that you can apply them to your own business as you navigate COVID-19. So, are you ready?
I'm ready. Kristina and I liken our experience of launching INVNT to being on a roller coaster with your best friend. In fact, Kristina is my best friend and she's my wife. You're riding up that first hill. Now there's just the tick, tick, tick as you lurch skyward. You're thinking, holy shit. You grab hands, you grin at each other, we're doing this. And in that split second that you reach the very top, you both holler, ah! Are we really doing this? Oh yeah, we're doing this. Well, that's what it was like for us when we launched INVNT.
Long story short, Scott was fired from the agency we both had worked at and where we met. We had big plans for the long-term future of that company, but the universe had a very different path in mind for us.
And before Kristina and I knew it, we were putting the wheels in motion for our own agency. Meetings and help from everyone we know, including talented friends and family, on everything from legal, insurance, financial, to our name and brand identity. And overnight, INVNT was incorporated.
Then came time to design and implement some important mantras, visions, processes, and procedures that would determine how our agency would evolve over time.
We continue to leverage many of these today. They remain relevant, especially amid the pandemic, albeit with some important adjustments. Our challenge everything mantra is one of those. It underlies all aspects of our agency, and we'll run you through some of those key developments today.
So if you don't have one already, now's the time to adopt a challenger mindset, a bold attitude that combines a disciplined, self-directed vision with the drive to take convention-busting, blow shit up risks, and encourage your employees to do the same.
This mindset can, and ideally should, manifest itself across all aspects of your business.
A global pandemic, which restricts physical live events, means creativity is key.
So when it comes to your business model, don't take the easy way out and disappear on your clients and their audiences. You need to communicate with them now more than ever.
That's exactly right, which is what we're doing. And please do not do what everyone else is doing. Pivot in creative ways, develop new products or services for customers and their audiences that aren't a simple repackage of face-to-face event, but a redo.
The content, for example, needs to be tightened way up. We've been using the tagline, be brief, be bold, and be out. Give it a try.
Just as we do with live, include your audience in virtual experiences. Think Q&A breaks in between sessions, like what we're doing here today, live polling, or you could invite the audience to submit a session idea and deliver on a topic via live stream so that they can contribute to the experience as they would in actual real life.
Have them frequently break away from the screen and keyboard, keeping them engaged with physical experiences related to your content and messaging. Encourage them where appropriate to socialize the virtual events just as you would have them socialize your live event.
Exactly. We're used to changing locations, scenes, and setups in our daily lives. While not the norm now, let's give audiences some variety. They are probably craving it. We know we are.
Yeah, we are. Think cutaways to animations, graphics, and pre-recorded bursts of content. Have experts or influencers stream in live and invite the audience to do the same.
Supporting clients is key, but it's important that you don't let your own brand disappear from view either.
As in, leverage earned media. Be a thought leader. Share your best practice tips and learnings via social media, web, and media relations, and industry events like this.
At the end of the day, we're all in this together. Let's collaborate as a sector where we can.
Of course, we should always strive to do great work, but now is the time to also do good by leveraging our expertise in order to help others.
Think supporting charitable organizations. For example, we have a long-term partnership with First Responders Children's Foundation and wanted to help them with the first responders who put their lives in danger to assist the nation through the pandemic every day.
Drawing on our internal PR and marketing resources, we help them to secure a partnership with the recent Fox Presents the iHeart Living Room Concert for America, a virtual benefit event.
Maybe you caught it. As one of the two recipients of donations made during the concert, we supported on a pre, during, and post-event marketing strategy to help them raise awareness of this alignment and encourage donations to the cause.
Yeah, that's right. And there were lots of donations and lots of social media and media buzz. And thanks to the generosity and individuals of companies, the donations were actually in the millions, and they are being used to provide emergency grants to first responders and their families.
Other options include responding to briefs pro bono. Our team developed and submitted work to the UN's creative call out, for example.
Right. And here's one of the pieces, the Captain Co-Rid character INVNT created, and it's being used to help bust key myths related to COVID-19.
Take a look.
Let's see the tape.
Faster than a speeding virus, able to infiltrate all infections, a power source of communications. It's the adventures of the myth-busting Captain Co-Rid, the hero helping us rid the world of the evil villain COVID-19. A villain virus known as COVID-19 would threaten the entire planet with nasty evil attempts to bring down the human race. Its spread was at a deadly rate.
Mosquitoes can transmit the virus.
Busted!
Winter's cold temperatures can stop the virus.
Busted!
Hand dryers can blow away the virus.
Busted! The reality is, by following some simple rules like sanitizing your hands, you too can become a hero, just like Captain Co-Rid. Tell the world how you're being a hero. COVID-19. Busted.
And if you're passionate about a particular topic, why not communicate that? One of our executive creative directors is an advocate of mental illness, so we created a short, powerful film dedicated to that topic.
Teaming up with our in-house PR and marketing director, we pushed it across our social channels and shared it with some key media to help spread the word, with the ultimate aim of raising awareness for this important topic.
So, check it out.
Some people would say an act of God. I don't view it as an act of God. I would view it as something that just surprised the whole world.
Hi, my name is Chris.
Hi folks, you know me, right? I'm technically only 6 degrees away from you.
Hi everybody, it's Danny DeVito.
Hey, am I on?
How's it going?
Hello, this is Robert De Niro. We all need to stay home.
Stay at home.
And you know, young people can get it. They can transmit it to old people.
I'll keep it short because you know, no one needs us in their lives on a Sunday night.
It's
crazy times we're in now. But
and then I'm going to talk about, all this craziness that's happening right now, because this is a strange time.
People can be great when everything is great. The question is, what does a person do when things aren't great?
From a leadership style perspective, don't be afraid to look in the mirror and pivot. Not just during this pandemic, but all the time. Be ready to move fast, adapt to your clients' changing needs and to the world around you.
In trying times like these, we're challenging ourselves by adopting what we call a Len Hill approach to leading the business.
It centers around a dichotomy of practicing compassion, honesty, and transparency, a leadership style that mirrors John Lennon's take on life.
And a Winston Churchill style of leadership, which is highly analytical and involves making difficult yet essential structural and logistical business decisions.
The John Lennon style of leadership is about being culture crazy. Ongoing communications with employees is key, and you must be focused on keeping them up to date with how things are evolving both from an industry and agency perspective.
Don't go silent on your people. Remind employees via company-wide video calls and email comms that you're available to them around the clock, that we're in this together, and that you're doing all you can to minimize the impact on them and the business.
And if you have the resources, get creative. Do things like launching an internal comms initiative, which includes daily updates from department heads, inspiring work our industry is doing, and tips for video conferencing or maintaining a positive physical and mental well-being, for example.
We're doing all of that. Make department check-ins via video conference calls a must, and support social activities like a virtual happy hour and coffee breaks.
Encourage the use of instant messaging platforms such as Slack. Our tribe members are creating dedicated channels where they share documentary recommendations, tips for working remotely, and virtual solutions that they are delivering for clients.
We know that humans thrive on face-to-face interaction. It's why we're in the business of live. So remind employees that it's essential they remain connected to their peers and others around them.
On the other hand, the Winston Churchill school of thought is focused on the core operations, the nitty-gritty.
That's right. So it's about looking at what needs to be done in order to fight most effectively, so that you never, ever find yourself in a situation where you have to surrender.
You're analyzing the revenues, the operating costs, the staff headcount, and so many other things that go into the day-to-day operations of the business.
Exactly. You're not settling for second best, but rather working with clients on transforming their live physical events into live virtual experiences.
There are difficult decisions we don't want to make, but have to make in the best interest of the business, our clients, and in the best interest of our people in the long term.
Yep. And just as our forefathers have picked up the pieces and rebuilt their lives and their communities after a war, that's exactly what we'll do when the time comes, both as leaders of our own businesses and proud contributors to this awesome, awesome industry.
In the words of Winston Churchill, we shall go on to the end. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight on the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills, and we shall never surrender.
And John Lennon, it matters not who you love, where you love, why you love, when you love, or how you love. It matters only that you love.
As humans, we tend to resist change. We don't like the uncertainties that it brings. And many of us are creatures of habit. Situations like COVID-19 leave us with no choice, however, but to change in all aspects of the word. The leaders that act and act fast, they're the ones that won't have to close their doors.
And remember, we're in this together. The live brand experience industry is comprised of a group of incredibly resilient, talented, hardworking, and passionate individuals. And we have no doubt that we'll come out on the other side stronger than ever.
Thank you very much.